Hey everyone, it's Mark. I want to talk with you today about a different way of thinking in connection with creating new healthcare ventures. Normally the first place someone goes in their mind after they've come up with some idea and they're considering forming a new venture, could be a new venture of almost any sort. It could be a new physician practice type venture. It could be a new software venture in connection with healthcare technology. It could be a way to sort of productize some element of your practice. For example, a dermatology practice that goes into its own line of branded skin products. But the first place most people go mentally is, number one, how do you do it? And number two, how do you raise money to do it? So I don't believe that that's necessarily where you should go first. Instead, I think you should consider what it is that you're really after. In other words, one doesn't raise money just to raise money for a venture. One raises money in order to facilitate the creation of the venture. But what if there's another way to facilitate that same creation without the money, or certainly without the need for large money? What I'm getting at is thinking of collaboration as opposed to, in essence, creation from scratch. So if we have our example of the physician in Phoenix, the dermatologist, who comes up with some idea for a new line of skincare products, it's not necessarily the case that you want to go off and raise money to hire chemists to build a factory that is going to fill little vials with your skincare product. Instead, think about the notion of teaming up, of collaborating with someone who's already in that line of business, but in a non-competitive way. In other words, say not creating products for dermatologists, where you combine your knowledge, your know-how, your skills with theirs in connection with either creating a brand new business, which is jointly owned, or in creating a business which is owned by you, but in which they participate either for a fee, or for a fee plus a percentage, or for simply a percentage. So what I'm getting at is the notion of venture collaboration as opposed to venture capital. So the same way of thinking works if you were going to be creating, say, a medical software company, say some new angle on an electronic medical record or on some type of billing software, whether it is taking your practice and expanding your draw for a certain type of procedure in Atlanta and taking it on the road to create, in essence, branches or franchises or licensees or even owned facilities in a number of cities around the country or even outside of the country. So the same sort of a mental concept of collaboration as opposed to capital is a valuable new way of thinking. Think about it.